I don't know what's going on here, but let's see here. Its orientation is lock. Rotate device back. I don't know why it's dark. Cancel. Something has happened. I'm trying to go live. I just took all this time to set up stuff, and now I can't even do it right. Okay. Where in the hell? Why is it not looking like it's supposed to look? And why I don't see myself? Ah, what does happen here? Why don't I see? I'll tell you what. I'm going live from my I'm live from my what the heck is this? iPad. And for some reason I can't see myself. Okay, so why? It's still going. I don't understand why I can't. I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, let me see if it's working. Hello? Mic is on. Hello? I don't even know what. Okay, I guess it's on. I don't know. Why is it not showing me? Let's see here. What the heck am I doing wrong? Mm-mm. For some reason, my green screen, whatever, it's not showing. Let's see here. Finally. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened or what was going on. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we can get with the business, I guess. I don't know. Well, anyways, I came down here to talk about. I seen Funky Dineva earlier today on a post or whatever, and he had commentary about why they don't like us. You know, why people are act like they're, like we are not. I don't know. They decide to always come for black people. And I'm just kind of, I said, I done lived 53 years. And I feel like out of these 53 years, within the last year or so, is that I'm learning that people don't care for black people. And that's something that troubles me. Let me see here. Let me see if I can put this thing on there. Because God, hold on a second. Let's see. All right. Now it wants me to look. I don't know what the heck. You're telling me to change orientation or something. But anyways, so I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had when you are constantly um being the ones talked about. And at first I guess I never thought of like the world hating black people. I just never it never came to my mind until or other immigrants that come to this country and they want to shit on black people. So, I'm looking at, things on social media. And I never forget, I seen an article years ago in Ebony. Now, this a long time because it was in Ebony. And it was talking about like blacks, the situation between the blacks and the Africans in, was in Cleveland, and how they weren't getting along. And I'm like, what? I didn't know it was a thing. I know my husband had told me once before that he felt like, he said, we were speaking about black people and Africans, and he's like, Africans don't like us. I'm like, where you get that from? Who told you that? So, with that being said, I need these people to stop trying to shit on black people when we are the culture for everything. We are the ones that everyone look at and try to imitate, try to use our art, our music, our everything, our influence. And because we're not doing that with other cultures. We're not. Black people be around here minding our business, doing our own little thing. And my grandson warming up some milk for my grandbaby. But we just be doing our own thing. We don't try, as a collective, I'm going to say. I mean, there's, some rogue black people to do things, but as a whole, we don't just shit on other races. And so, Funky Dine even talked about the lady in Houston that actually decided to do a rant and just enjoyed saying the word nigga, nigga this, nigga that. I'm like, the NWA song, nigga, 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 please. I mean, I'm treated like a fucking disease. I'm just like, we are, we are the ones that everyone comes for. So she was on social media saying all these things about black people and how she enjoys locking them up. How she, basically picks on them and uses her badge to, to punish black people. And I'm like, here is this person that's, she's not white. Would have, I want to know, because, blacks as a whole, we don't run this country, even when Obama was in charge. We don't make laws and persecute people. We don't do this. I don't know where all this vitriol comes from, and how you want to dog black people, or you know we are the ones that everyone wants to come at and say that we're low class. We are savages. But yet, there's a black man we're celebrating. Um, we're celebrating Michael. And this is, it's all the way up to 1998. But we're celebrating Michael. But yet, people want to, talk about other races, other races want to talk about blacks. And I thought it was funny because one time in the movie Do the Right Thing, and Spike Lee had asked the Italian guy, because he was like, well, he was talking about blacks and, oh, how they just, you know, just basically nothing. And he asked it, Spike Lee character asked him, well, who is your favorite, uh, NBA player? And he was like, Michael Jordan. Who was your favorite artist? It was Prince. Favorite, comedian was Eddie Murphy. And he goes, but he said, they're black. He goes, but they're different. I'm like, what? It tickles me when this guy on TikTok that calls himself Michael Jackson or tries to be like Michael Jackson or whatever. Evidently, he's not black. I don't know what color he is, Hispanic or whatever. But I remember when he tried to say Michael Jackson was not black. And he said that his mother tried to say that Catherine was Asian. I was like, what the fuck? Now, Catherine and Joe Jackson look like any one of our grandparents. Anybody that's black, they look like anybody's black grandparent, you know. Nothing exotic about neither one of them, you know. Neither one looks mixed. Michael Jackson and his brothers did not look mixed. None of them. So I'm like, so these people, even, you know, the character in Do the Right Thing, everybody he named was black and had both black parents. But yet and still, people still like to dog the black race. Even, was it a couple of weeks ago or a month ago or a couple of months ago? I don't know. Where the girl, the Haitian girl, talked about blacks and said dirty blacks, referred to black Americans as dirty blacks. And I've seen a lot of people come at that girl. So you come from where you came from, and you got the nerves to try to shit on black people and call us dirty blacks. You know, I guess I just lived in a bubble my whole life because I just really didn't think this was a thing that other groups would try to, you know, they come to this country and then want to shit on blacks. They want to, you know, and we're not doing nothing to them at all. I didn't understand when some, you know, I follow some pages or look at some YouTube videos, and people were always talk about, you know, these pages. They were talking about foundational blacks, and I'm like, "Oh, why are they separating the blacks? You know, I'm just trying to figure it out. Why are they separating the blacks? You know, like the African, and I can understand now, because like I said, I didn't know that was a thing. You know, I already knew that white people had an issue, you know, but I just didn't know that was a thing with other races like that come here. You know, I understand that some didn't want to, you know, assimilate with us. Well, I know an African lady that used to braid my hair, and she said from the jump, and people would, you know, when before they come over here, they were told not to have anything to do with black people because we were like whatever they depict in the movies, that they were, you know, just ghetto and thieves and whores and shit like that. And she goes, but that's not true. And she said also, you know, most times when over there, I guess wherever she was from, that most time when they want to be like upward, um, you know, upward mobility, like trying to go, you know, be first class or the higher class, a lot of black African women would marry white. And she said, you know, she was married to a black guy from Alabama. And she said that was not the case with her because, you know, that was not her cup of tea. So I just was just sitting here just thinking, why is there so much hate for black people? What did we do to anyone? And then for, you know, our grandparents, I'm Gen X, so our grandparents, they fought for rights, and which made it easier for all these minorities to even come over here. But these minorities, especially the ones that look like us, have the most hate for us, and it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I don't. That lady who lost her job in Houston, I'm glad she did. And they really need to go back and review all her cases. They need to. They need to go back and review her cases, and because no telling what she did. And I thought, this Mexican lady got the nerves. That's exactly what I thought. You got a lot of nerves, bitch. A lot of nerves. But I guess, like here where I'm from, we had a lot of immigrants come in from Burma. I wonder what it's going to be like in 20 years from now, because, they looked upon as less than us. I mean, there was even a sign in the laundromat. This was probably about 10 years ago or more, where they had a sign up that said no Burmese allowed. Because those people, when they came, they were very third world. So they, I don't know, they said they were urinating and stuff in the washers. I don't know. All I know is they were killing the animals. At one apartment complex, they gutted and killed the deer. So that was something that, they are, these people, they had actually just put them all in one area of town. And so they've taken over like a particular area. And the area of town was, I'm not going to say predominantly black, but it's where a lot of blacks live. I mean, it's mixed, but, there's a lot of blacks over there. And so they actually, they were in one apartment complex, and honey, it just looked like a whole nother world over there. I said, this couldn't have been like this if there had been black people over here. I mean, you might as well probably see some chickens or whatever running out in the street. It just looks crazy. And then over there, in the housing additions over there, because they were like middle class neighborhoods, um, they went and bought a lot of these houses cash. So, they came in collectively, they saved their money as a group, and they wanted to like basically have their own area. But, then they have, all races, they have all kind of people, because they had people out there committing crime. And one time, one girl went live on Facebook as the guy had robbed her mama house, little Burmese man. And then, a lot of the kids, because they put them in an area that was mostly black. So now, they are, kids are growing up together. So kids are having children with black kids or whatever. But I just want to know, like in like 20, the same ones shitting on black people too, you know. When right now people look down upon them, they see them coming into the neighborhood. They like, there go the neighborhood, we about to move. Because, they pay, if you don't have a homeowners association, they'll come in and they was painting houses, all kind of colors that are not flattering. So, but yeah, I just, kind of wonder how all that stuff works out. But why everybody's shitting on us? Makes no sense to me. No sense. Want to come into this country, then all of a sudden they better than all the black people. It don't make sense. It don't. But you tell me what your thoughts are. Do you feel like, that people are doing this? I mean, because I'm only noticing it on social media. In my everyday world, I don't feel like I'm affected, or, I mean, people may say what they want to say, but they're not blatantly saying it to me. But, just to see all this stuff on social media and everything, I'm like, God damn, but everybody hate us around the world. What the shit? What did we do? We must be great. Because you don't hate on people that's less than, you don't. I'm not looking down at an ant and hating on it. No. So, those are my thoughts. I wanted to come in and let you know I'm going live at 9:15. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I just wanted to talk about this. I had technical difficulty and I couldn't figure out why everything was black, but whatever. I think there was something going on with YouTube, because it wasn't me, because the thing was spinning. So who knows? But yeah, I said, let me go live a little bit here and just talk about, I mean, because when I was watching Funky Dineva, I felt, damn, why are people doing that? Look, my grandbaby waking up. So I'm gonna have to get off of here. I got to pick up another one from school for cheer clinic. But so I'm going to get off. I'll talk to you guys later because this baby's about to start hollering. Bye.